Hey, greetings, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. We're about to get started with this session in just a moment. Before we get into it, some really exciting events that are coming up that I know a lot of you will want to know about. First things first, in mid-November, November 8th through the 14th, I will be at the Yucatan of Mexico teaching a really beautiful course that is being produced by Bhakti Fest. And so this is an in-person only, and you're invited. So check that out. Then coming up on the winter solstice from December 18th through the 21st, our winter solstice experience is always one of the sweetest and deepest of the entire year. Put that on your calendar. December 18th through 21st, we will be in person at the extraordinary Menla Mountain Retreat in the Catskills of New York, but we'll be broadcasting to you wherever you are for those who can't be there with us in person. Then, finally, put this one on your calendar. April 1st through the 7th, we will be in the Sacred Valley of Peru for a Life Force Academy immersion. This is special. We did this many years ago in the Sacred Valley, but this one is going to be 2026 in the spring, April 1st through 7th in Peru. Put that one on your calendars if you can join us. We'll be there and also broadcasting to wherever you are. Enjoy the session, everyone. Welcome to the event. We're really happy that you're here. We're about to go live in just a few moments. But before we lift off, there's a few important things we want to make sure that you're aware of so you get the best possible experience out of this. First of all, the sound current is supremely important to us, the musical experience. So if possible, we really encourage you to use good speakers or headphones to experience the class with. Second, if you have any pre-existing injuries, please take care of yourself, modify as you need to. Don't risk exacerbating an injury because of a yoga exercise. If you have any pre-existing medical conditions and you're not quite sure if this would be good for you, please consult with your primary healthcare practitioner and make sure it's the right thing for you. Also, make yourself relatively comfortable. You can use a cushion, and in fact, we encourage you in our seated positions, meditation practices, to use a cushion. It helps lift the heart up, keep the spine straight, and it's more ideal for the flow of energy in the body and for the meditation experience. You can even be sitting in a chair with feet flat on the floor for those of you that are unable to sit in a meditative sitting posture on the floor. Just use a chair, and for many of the exercises, that will work perfectly fine. And then lastly, if you're having any problems with the video streaming, try refreshing the page, or if you see a gear icon on the video, adjust your resolution. If you're new to this type of thing, just take care of yourself. If there's something that you don't quite understand, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Everything that needs to click will click after a few times of trying it out. Enjoy the experience. We're about to get started in just a moment. Okay, cool. Okay, greetings everybody. Happy full moon time. I'm very excited to do this with everyone. Thank you for being here, everyone. I got lots of my friends here in Nevada City, and we're all here together. And happy full moon. This is always a special and great time for us. Solstice time, the full moon. This is the full moon before the solstice, and this year on the solstice it'll be a dark moon. So darkest time of the year and dark moon is really special. But right now, full moon, things a little bit more luminous, but also edgy sometimes. I've always, since I was 18 years old, always on the winter solstice, always have spent multiple days around the solstice doing yoga practice, doing meditation, doing some sort of special solstice sadhana. And I've done it also on the summer solstice, and not just like one thing, like one session on the solstice, but multiple days. And the reason for that is because with the multiple days, it takes to drop down. and to get the mind. And everybody, I think, has experienced that in some way or another. When you're kind of focused on something for multiple days, you get into a different current. And so the reason I think it's profoundly valuable to do that on the solstice times is because when the solstice time, particularly in this, you know how yogis get up in the very early morning hours to do their practice, because that's when it's most advantageous, when the energetic environment is most conducive to meditative states. And through meditative states is where we get the wisdom for our life, and where we get the bliss for our life. And that it keeps us connected into what our life is all about, keeps us connected into our bigger universe. So how yogis get up in the early morning hours, and before the sun rises, when the sun's just at an angle just below the surface of the earth, and to where it's just above, like 60 degrees below and 60 degrees above that time they call Amrit Vela, time of nectar. And so everybody who's messed around with it a little bit and give it a little bit of some taste of experience, it's very easy to know the difference between what it's like to meditate in those hours versus what it's like to meditate at, say, like 11 a.m. I did an 11 a.m. one today. I woke up this morning. Sometimes full moons are like this. I woke up this morning and first thing I saw on my phone was earthquake emergency drop, take cover. That's what it said. It did not say the earthquake was, I don't know, close to 100 miles away. But still, I appreciated the alert, but that gives the nervous system a certain kind of like jump to wake up to something like that. So an 11 a.m. experience is still a nice experience, but it's not a sunrise experience. It's different, isn't it? So at the winter solstice, you have this kind of, from the context, if that's the context of the day and the context of the season, this is the point of which you have Amrit Vela. And it's pretty easy to notice. I mean, sometimes I love the summer and I'm a little bit dreading the winter coming, but now that I've gotten this point into the winter, I really start to appreciate it. I love the way the light is just above the horizon kind of all day long, and it creates this soft but somehow super penetrative light. I think it's amazing, and it's so beautiful. And then the dark comes, and the moon is like electric on a night like tonight. The cold moon, because the sun's at that very low angle, but the moon goes up on the very high angle. So tonight we have supermoon, Rohini Nakshatra. So in Vedic astrology, that's exaltation. The moon's very favorite placement to be in the sky, and it's in the cold, bright moon night right before the solstice time. So anyways, this year, 18th of the December through the 21st of December will be that Life Force Academy Solstice Sadhana, our multiple days where we're dropping into it. And it ends this year. And also I love this time of year because it's my birthday. And so my birthday is the 21st, the solstice. So we end on my birthday. And my wish this year, I usually don't ask for birthday gifts, but my wish this year is for whoever can to do this with us. Do a solstice drop-in with us. Do the multiple day thing if you can. It's a totally amazing experience. Not everybody's going to be able to go to New York with us. We're going to be at Menla in New York doing this. Perfect place for this experience. But we're of course, you might not be able to travel there, but you can travel to the Life Force Academy Dharma Cloud. What we call, or I took that name. This is actually what Bob Thurman called it, and then I like that, the Life Force Academy Dharma Cloud. That's what you are in it at the moment. This is it, and so you can tune into this from wherever you are, and then we'll transport you from there. It's going to be amazing. Simran is coming. It's not so often that happens anymore. An exquisite band joining her. Bob Thurman will be joining me, and he'll be. And one after Bob Thurman, if you don't know who he is, I consider him a living treasure. He's in his mid-80s now. He's one of the great teachers and practitioners of the Buddha's Dharma in the world, in my opinion, and a great scholar and a great, fun, hilarious, amazing, magical human being. So one of the sessions, Bob and I will be together on teaching, and then one of the sessions, I'm very excited about, Bob will be doing his Dharma riffing thing with the Simrit
experience along with him. That's never happened before. So that you can all be, if you can make it to New York, I would. But if you can't make it to New York, I would highly encourage to check out, this experience if you can. Okay, happy full moon. Let's do this. Take your hands into friction. And then here we go. Just close your eyes and feel. And then unamas, friction. And then just feel. Very beautifully. And keeping your eyes down, drawing your senses inward. Feel. And take your hands into a prayer mudra. Neutralization of the psyche. Softening of the heart, and then naturally kind of connecting into your sense of intention for your life right now. What it is that's motivating you. What you're all about. And then we're harnessing all of that, centering our beam this evening. Making our magnetism nice and strong, and giving our body some good bliss, and giving a mind the creativity that comes from wisdom. Together this time kind of firmly, and hold that position through your nose. Exhale, and one more time, inhale through your nose deep. Press your palms quite firmly and lift up, please, your pelvic floor, the rectal sphincter, and press the palms very strong. Now exhale. Bravo. Pretty good. Come on your hands and knees. Tonight we're going to do a beautiful practice. You're starting with cat-cow. Your hands come open. It's paying attention to detail. You can feel each of the surface of all the fingers connecting to the ground, and also the palms connecting to the ground. Press into the ground a little bit, giving some elongation to your arms. This is called connecting your root line. First steps first, Kundalini Yoga, fundamentals. And then from your knees and down to your feet, you feel where you're connected. And then you begin the inhaling as the head is rising up, exhaling as the head is coming down. Close your eyes down, and through the nose, inhaling, head is up. Exhaling, head is down. You're not so concerned with the best stretch, but rather what becomes quite great and interesting is to make suppleness of the spine. Suppleness is like the perfect blend of strength and flexibility. It keeps things nice and flowing, smooth. So instead of flexibility, think supple. keeping the spine nice and young. It's like the central nervous system. It's like your central electrical system. And it has like a battery fluid, but we call it cerebrospinal fluid. It must stay nice and healthy. It circulates through the spine and up into the brain tissue. Incredible. The human brain is absolutely incredible. And so what the yogis are always trying to do is how much more of the power of this instrument of the human brain, of the human body, of the human psyche can I light up? This is what we mean by the yoga of inner luminosity. How much more of the power of my mind can I harness? Because that would be amazing. If I could take all this turbulent energy of my life and all of its stresses and all of its heaviness, and I can use that as kind of like the soil from which I blossom. Create a nice rhythm for yourself. Another 30 seconds. Try to just kind of let it swing you now, as opposed to controlling it so much. That's fantastic. Inhale, head up. Suspend the breath in. Exhale, head down. That's fantastic. Child's pose, please. Butt back to your heels. Forehead to your floor. And then just for a moment, relax your jaw, relax your tongue. And if you could soften your chest. And just let go a little bit. All the things we're taking care of, we're trying to take care of, but feel like we're failing at it. Or all the desires and the aspirations that we have, all of that is not going anywhere. But for now, disengage from that. Soften the chest, soften the jaw and the tongue and the brain. Soften the brain and the head and the skull bone. Soften your back. And almost just let yourself kind of surrender to the weight of gravity for a moment. And then come up. Yeah, nice, perfecto. Come on up, we're gonna have a great time. This is gonna feel good, but it's gonna be a little bit of hard work. But to get the mind to cooperate is really the hard work. So sometimes you use the body to get the mind to cooperate. And often much easier path, you know. That's the thing that, take your hands to your knees and then like this, like spooning the bowl of the pelvis with the spoon of your spine. But, you know, breathe deeply through your nose. We're kind of stirring up the juices a little bit right now. And it's always to start soft. But what we're starting to do is to kind of communicate to our bodies and get the cells of the body to feel like they're very much alive and vibrant. So through your nose comes the breath, and through your nose goes the breath. And in the other direction. And then inhale, center. Suspend it in. And then exhale. So with each of these exercises, what we're gradually getting our mind to do is to kind of draw its energy away from the many, many things that it needs to pay attention to just to live life. But see, what sadhana is you create a boundary with your mind. Because why? Not because it's being so disciplined, but no, I want to hang out in the deeper bliss well. I don't always want to stay up on the surface. That's why sometimes solstice times it's a little bit like, it's so busy at the time where it's really advantageous to like take the time to drop down, you know? It's luminous there. And you see it, you'll get the vision for your whole year by doing that on the solstice times, at least for the next 6 months, you know? And so, hands come to here, and sit bones connected, heart lifted, chin is in, shoulder blades are dropped, and then you just let it swing. Inhaling as a twist left, exhaling right. So we're not rushing into it. We're kind of soft is the mood, but we're combining soft with an enlivened rhythm and putting the breath into the body and starting to kind of create respiration, oxygenation of the bloodstream, purification of the lymph nodes. That's the drains of the body. That's where your immune intelligence lies. So it's a stay alive, vibrancy to the center. Inhale. Now be totally still. Soften the chest, soften the mind. Exhale. So great. Hands come to your ankles. Lift on the inhale. The key to this one is don't flex to your maximum point. Instead, give it a little bit of a deeper rhythmic breath and soften it up. When your chest lifts on the inhale, also feel how your sit bones press down into the ground. So you have the kind of lower triangle moving down and the upper triangle in the heart lifting up. Now starts the practice of yoga. So the anchor for the mind becomes your breath and the breath rhythm. And the mind's going to continue, of course, thinking many, many things. After all, it's a full moon. Energy's big. Energy's overflowing. High tide. So deeper the breath. Sometimes it's not to kind of avoid the energy that is there, but to meet the energy, and to meet it, though, in a strong, contained way. And that's how you can commune. Circulate the chi, use a breath rhythm through the nose. Now keep going, hands to the knees. Back to the ankles. Please close your eyes and soften the inner gaze into the third eye point. Now we have two anchors. We have the breath. And we have the gaze. You can soften your gaze where the root of your nose meets your skull bone. It doesn't have to be an exact point. You don't need to worry about am I looking at it right? Yes, you are. Just soften that kind of slightly up and in, because what is it doing? It's encouraging. Oh, my mind, dwell in the center of things. Oh, my mind, listen to your intuition. It gives a message to the psyche. What do anchors do? When you drop an anchor in the water, what does it do? It sinks down below the surface. So first anchor, breath. Second anchor, rhythm. Third anchor, gaze. Inhale deep. Now suspend the breath in and lift your pelvic floor up and in. Draw the sex organ up and in. Draw the navel point underneath your belly button, the abdomen, up and in. Exhale. One more inhale. Lift the rectal sphincter, sex organ, navel point. Soften your chest, soften the mind. Perfectly still. Exhale. Yes. Kriya practice is amazing. Stretch your legs out in a V shape. So quickly you can bring the mind into great states. Alright, feet are flexed, energy in the toes. Inhale up to the center, fill the lungs, and then other direction, fold down. Inhale up to the center, and then fold down the other side. You know, close the eyes. The practice of yoga is not something you can see. The practice of yoga happens in the privacy of the inner world. So you have three anchors: breath, rhythm, gaze. So as the thoughts go this way, and the thoughts go that way, and the anxiousness comes up, or even the pleasures come up, or the grief comes up, or the joy comes up, let it, let it. Embrace it, but don't focus on it. We're not indulging any of it, not the pleasures nor the pains, because these are happening on the surface of our ocean. So instead you allow, yet you do not indulge. It's the yoga of luminosity, the Patanjali way. You centralize your being. You build the magnetism so that the mind comes into santosha, inner contentment. And out of that santosha comes innate joy expression. We feel connected to life, feel connected to love. We feel connected to the purpose of our life, even if we're not even quite sure what it is. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, fold. Use the breath. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, fold. All the breath. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, fold. Relax. Shake your legs out. So great. Make your way up to a standing position. Getting ready for like a yogi's march. Index fingers to your thumb. Eyes open. Now your gaze becomes a single point in front of you. That's an anchor point. In other words, whatever is going on, fine. I can't control much of that, but what I can do is try to get my mind to center itself on a point. Easier said than done. It's an inhale, lift. Exhale, down, like Nemo's show. Try to stretch open your armpits. Yes, all those lymph nodes in there, and in your chest and in the breasts. And get the big muscles of our legs up so the heart has to pump. Circulate the blood, purify toxicity from the bloodstream. Oxygenate it, bring in fresh chi, prana, feel alive. Makes the mind now open up, expansive. Thus, kriya. Very hard to get the mind to cooperate. But then comes the kriya. And it points the mind, to its vitality and to its bliss states. With the rhythm. arms out like this, and the legs are like Nima, yeah? Fingers super firm, legs super engaged, okay? This is not a stretch. This is building core vitality, core energy. So you inhale here, exhale in that direction, then you use your pelvic floor and you pull your navel in to lift you on your inhalation. Get your abs involved, get your pelvic floor involved, and get your breath involved. Every inhale, it fills up the lungs, but it's kind of timed with a rhythm. So you get the breath and you make it deep within the context of that rhythm. And that will put you in a rhythm feel. And that will get communicated to your body. And the body will start to feel good because it's now starting to feel safe. Arrhythmic, it feels unsafe. We don't know what to expect. With rhythm, you kind of know what's coming next. You can feel it, it's a flow. So breathe. Build your core vitality. And use the prana, use the breath as the catalyst for the life force chi, the prana. And by focusing on your anchors and allowing anything that wants to come up on up, because we're good with it. We welcome it very much so. But we're not hanging out in its stories. We're following our bliss point. We're building our magnetism. We're feeling good. We're taking care of ourselves. So that we can help take care of the whole world, you know? Take care of our babies, take care of our mom and dad, take care of our bodies, take care of our siblings, take care of our most loved ones, take care of our friends, take care of our gardens, take care of our homes, take care of our relationships, take care of our work, take care of our dharma, take care of our transformative processes, take care of our sense of self and identity, take care of our money, take care of our interests and our hobbies and the things that light us up. Take care of our love life. Take care of our fun life, our joy life. So many things. So, oh my mind, we're not indulging stories right now. We're building the magnetism. We're following the current. We're dropping down below the surface. Inhale up. Make your fingers firm, make your legs strong. Soften the chest, soften the mind. Exhale. So great. Come sitting again, have a little bit of water. Okay folks, this Kriya is really wonderful. Not so easy, but fantastic. Okay, so always just do your best. Everybody at home, anytime you need to relax, or if it feels overwhelming, just relax. You know, anytime you need to lay down, take care of yourself. I'm gonna be encouraging you to keep going. You always please be in charge of taking care of yourself. And there's no right way to do it, or you can't, there's a right way to do the exercise, of course, but you can't do it good or bad, really. You know, you do it or you don't do it, but there's no good or bad in this stuff, because that's the whole point. You know, good or bad is up here, it's at the surface level. We're trying to drop down, you know. Is love good or bad? It's all of it, isn't it? Love will make it good, love will make it bad, love will do everything, you know. So we're not worried about, you know, if there's no love, you wouldn't grieve, you know. Grief feels bad when it's happening. If somebody passes away, it feels bad, but it's not actually bad. It just feels bad. It hurts, yeah? So we're not going good or bad. You can't do this good or bad. You can do it correct, you know, relatively so. So just take care of yourself, but go for it, okay? Because if you kind of know what you want in your life right now, and this is what we'll spend this season doing over those 3 days, you kind of know what you're most important in your life. It's usually like 1 or 2 big things at any given time. Because you got to center the beam. If it's all the things, it's this, a little this, it's my work, it's also my relationship, and then it's also my kind of whatever other things. So, but what is the 1 or 2 big things that jump out? Is it my health? What is it? What is it? It's just the 12 houses of the zodiac. The 12 bhavas, the 12 houses are the 12 domains of life. First house is sense of what you are. Sometimes you're going through say Saturn's coming across your ascendant, your first house. That'll be enough. The the transformation of identity that you'll be going through those 2.5 years is going to be plenty. You're not going to be able to worry too much about the other domains of life, but they are going to be affected, but you're going to have to be like, I got to take care of me right now. That's just what that will be like. It's not bad, it's not good. It is, it's beautiful, it's love. It's totally love. It's going to make you, if you lean into it, it's going to make you even more of what you really are. More luminosity is what's happening. We don't want Saturn because it's heavy or it's dark or it's hard or it's painful or it's suffering. What it's going to do is carve away that which is obstructing luminosity if you work with it, That's why we don't grasp on the pleasures, because we don't want to push away the pains, because then if you're pushing away the pain, you're also pushing away one of the key things that is going to give you more luminosity in your life, more brilliance in your life, more prosperity in your life. So if you can't when you're down on your knees, can you be trusting of that moment, the same one as when you're in like a total joy state, Sometimes things come together so well and you're in amazing flow in your life and it's like couldn't be better. You trust that, and also important to trust that, and not be like, I don't deserve this, trust that in the same way that when you're down on the knees and suffering, trust that, trust that, whatever pleases thee, that's the best for me. That's a bliss point, because they're coming either way. Both there will be birth and death, both babies are coming and both beloved ones are passing away, and even we are also passing away at some point. So this is that's why not drop into the vibe, So this little kriya centralizes the prana. It clears away depression tendencies. It can center the force and gives you a very powerful beam. A few exercises, no big deal. Okay, then you're gonna lay down. Like, oh my gosh. Then you're gonna come up, and then we're gonna take the full moon luminosity and work with it, because that is also inside. It's the same. Okay, first exercise. We have a company policy of this exercise doesn't get on Instagram or any other social media feeds. You're gonna hold your index finger like this. We will block you if you do it. Index finger is strong. All right, this is why. Then you wrinkle your nose. Wrinkle your nose. Like, I can't ask Nima to do this exercise. Wrinkle your nose, and it lifts your upper lips, revealing your 2 front teeth. Yes, super sexy. Wrinkle your nose. Okay, good. Now that we're all comfortable with it, you're gonna hold it. It's many minutes of this, and what you do, wrinkle your nose, and it's an inhale. It's super deep and super strong inhalation. Exhalation. This is the hard work, this exercise. And after a few of these, now we're going to begin like this. Wrinkle your nose. Don't worry about how you're looking. Go inward. That wrinkling of your nose puts a pressure on the Ida Pingala nadis, the 2 nadis, the 2 channels that spiral around, that begin at the base of the spine and spiral around and end at the nostrils. The lunar nadi, Ida, starts at the left side of the base of your spine and spirals around and ends at your left nostril. The solar nadi pingala starts at the right side of the base of your spine and spirals around the spine and ends at your right nostril. Wrinkle your nose, and the breath must be strong. Very difficult to do this breath properly because it takes effort, persistence. Every exhale, lift your diaphragm. Your navel comes in with every exhale. It must. Folks, but instead of kind of letting off the gas, press it down a little bit more and stay in a rhythm. What's your anchors? The Kriya is not only asking you to focus on an anchor, but it's stirring up the subconscious reservoir. It's purifying the tissue layers. This is the terrain of our psyche. And then all the waves are going to come bubbling up, sometimes with a great force, sometimes the pressure is building. This is how magnetism is developed. So stay with the rhythm. Let it find its own nice rhythmic flow, your breath, while you soften your chest and soften your mind. Yoga of inner luminosity. If allowing always the mind to go everywhere, it can't be found. With the simple centering of the being, any of us can do. A little bit of practice, a little bit of baby steps, starts to happen. Yes, next exercise, you take your hands into take your arms up first like this, come on. Shake them a little, kind of keep the energy distributed in your body. Yeah, here you go, lion's claws, all these fingers claws like this. Okay, claws. And you're gonna make them so they're tight because all these fingers connect to centers of the brain. Then O-shaped mouth, okay? O-shaped mouth breath, and it's like a bunching motion like this. And you notice it's not just my arms, it's my whole torso. Yeah, so that's it. Now, this one works well if you go into it. You know, you feel the rhythm. Make your inhale and exhale equalize. And you hit it. You hit the rhythm. And this clears away the heaviness, you know, stuckness. And it opens up clear mind space. It helps clear, you know, old resentments, old blood, liver stuckness. Like a lion on the prowl. Go. Go. Exercise isn't even half over, so you know, come on, let's go. Don't wish it away. With the rhythm, anchor in. With the rhythm. Like you're actually a lion. Going for the kill, going for the hunt. After the gazelle, go. Deep rhythm. Fingers tight, go. Pause. this. Like this. Inhale. Pelvic floor lifted. Squeeze your claws. Tongue out. Stretch the tongue out. Add all the weights. The undercord of your tongue must stretch. Squeeze the body. Squeeze the body. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Pelvic floor lifted. Mula Bandha. Fingers tight. Stretch your undercord of your tongue. It's tied into your central channel. Stretch it. Stretch it. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Lift the pelvic floor. Fingers tight, tight, tight. Stretch your tongue. Stretch it. Stretch it. Exhale. Fantastic. That's pretty good. Please shake your arms, shake your arms, shake your arms. Last one, then you lay down, okay? So here it goes. This one, your tongue stretching again. That's why with your lips and your tongue, they're so sensitive, so powerful. When we stay up on the surface, stay more dense reality, you lose track of that your body's an incredible instrument. That's why when you're kissing with the lips, tongue, it opens up for deeper levels of intimacy, and it's totally ecstatic, isn't it? Same thing when you're working in a yogic context, you're using the same organs, but in order to facilitate a different type of bliss, yeah? So, same thing, you're going to stretch the tongue out, then the hands clap and the tongue comes in. So it's like this. Every time you clap, clap down, stimulate your palms, stimulate your fingers, stretch your tongue. Cells need to wake up. Psyche, light it up. Stretch the thumb. Merge in it. Come on, 2 minutes only. Stretch your tongue. It's gonna feel so, your body is gonna feel so good after this session tonight. But right now, you're in the Kriya, and it stirs it all up. So you anchor in rhythm, gaze. Stretch open your tongue again. Fingers tight. Stretch open your tongue. Exhale. Okay, dos más. Fingers tight again. Stretch out your tongue. Stretch out the tongue. Stretch it. Exhale. Okay, beautiful. Last one. Inhale. Fingers must be tight. Mula Bandha. Rectum, sex organ, navel point. Soft mind, soft chest, stretch out the tongue. Exhale. Please, beautiful people, lay down. Please relax. It's just a few minutes, but please totally relax. If you're at home, you don't have somewhere you can lay down, that's okay. Just relax, like exactly where you are. And that becomes your next anchor is called sunya. Sunya means deep listening. Escuchando. filling your body with a really luminous breath. Bring in new energy. Prana, and exhaling. Fingers and toes moving. Prana, chi, life force, is not just life force. It's just not energy, you know. Also, it's luminosity. It's wisdom. Also, it's love. Hug the knees to the chest. Cat stretch to each side. It's life, it's energy, it's light, it's tejas, it's luminosity, and it's love, it's ojas, it's sweetness, it's nectar. All of that it is, the three qualities. Bring the knees to the chest, rock a couple of times on the spine up into a meditative position. And keep your beam kind of gathered, you know, not just moving on quite yet. You know, here we are, working with our magic, which means working with the energy of our body and our mind. Now that it's kind of starting to drop down. And you take your left hand on your heart and your right hand comes cupped like this. Super beautiful. And you take an O shape of your mouth and you drink the breath like you're drinking a nectar, like this. And then through the nose comes the exhalation. And so in your mind's eye, as you continue drinking, kind of drinking the breath like you're savoring it through the O-shaped lips, and exhaling through your nose. In your mind's eye, see the brilliant moon before you in her luminosity. And see and feel the moon rays emanating from her towards you. And please, my beautiful friends, drink that moonlight. Let that be the dharana. Let that be the dhyan, the meditation. Let that be how you stream your single concentration beam of your mind. In that vision, in that feel, in that imagination, in that creativity. Drink the lunar light through the breath. In ancient India, they call her Soma. She is bliss. She is love. She is wisdom. She is the Supreme Mother. She is the Supreme Nourisher. She is not simply some sphere in the sky. She is Chandra. She is Soma. She is alive inside of us. She is that which brings nourishment, helps us feel safe and at home. And when we feel safe and at home, purpose is never a problem. Prosperity is never a problem. So for the next 11 minutes, of which a couple already have expired, keep your body totally still. Hold your right hand cupped as if you're holding water. Feel the left hand on your heart, chest, heart center, in the most elegant and loving, beautiful, nourishing way. Regal and tall, soft, and gorgeous, majestic. This is who you are. Hold the body still. stira. Dwell on the breath rhythm. See the moonlight and drink the luminous breath. Within that, find your rhythm. Establish your rhythm and dwell there for the duration of the kriya. Drink the broth. Blissful rays cools the blood, takes the inflammation from the tissues and heals the body, revitalizes the spleen and the liver, this breath, this pranayama. So stay the course. drink of luminosity. Concentrate the beam of the mind. Drink. The hardest part is to actually go back into it when the mind kind of starts to experience a little like stupefaction. It starts to kind of go dream over this way and dream, and a little tired feeling of being in the same position, of doing the same thing, and then Patanjali says, abhyasa, persistence. Drink the breath once again. Not just continue, but continue with some beautiful effort. It's returning again and again to your bliss point. To where in your life you start to long for it and crave it. Now you're craving meditation. That's an amazing thing. Now in the same posture, inhale through the O-shaped mouth. It's very quick, rapid, light. The hands. Inhale deep. Open the hands up wide like this. Exhale, palms facing up. Inhale. Keep your fingers firm. A few moments more. Inhale deep. Okay, my friends, now still point. Make your fingers firm. Lift your pelvic floor. And just listening, Sunya. 2 more, exhale. Inhale deep. Fingers firm. Lift the pelvic floor, navel in. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Mula Bandha, soft chest, soft mind, Sunya, listening. Exhale. just give a wish. Always seal it with a wish. Always seal it with a wish, with a prayer. Yeah? Muy bueno. Beautiful job. Take your eyes, just shake them out a little bit. Yeah. So that's the basic idea, you know. Kriya practice is amazing like that. And so for really the last, you know, I was mentioning the other night here when we were in here that I first encountered the Patanjali Sutras, which if you're not familiar with them, it's a text written about 1500 years ago, ancient India, by the ancient Indian sage called Patanjali. And all of modern yoga is resting on the backbone. Real yoga is resting on the backbone of these yoga sutras. And so I was exposed to them. At the time I was like, God, I wish I would have found this earlier, you know. I was like, but now in retrospect, I was like, okay, that worked out. And when you look at astrology, there's all these great, like in Vedic astrology, these like great dasha changes, like these great big seasons of your life that are ruled by different planets. So right the moment Jupiter came into my life, and here came, among other things, the Patanjali Sutras. And they're totally amazing, and I think the reason why they're more popular now, I think, than even during some ancient times, because they're so incredibly applicable, and they can be applied in any context of any culture, really, and they can be applied in a totally secular context or a religious context, you know. So, anyhow. Over the last many months, I've been just immersed again in these sutras as we're moving towards the Life Force Academy's teacher training journey that starts in February. But this yoga of inner luminosity is the Patanjali yoga. And so, as you can see, that's why, like for tonight, amazing, beautiful, happy full moon. You know, it's good. You can work with, when the moon is big like that, there's a Shakti to it, you can work with it. You just can. And you don't have to, but there's more sirens around, the police stations are more active, the hospitals are more active, especially this week with Mars and Gandanta, which is Mars is passing, don't worry. But it is like, that's a time to like, all right, center the beam, you know, because it's powerful Shakti, and when it's used in creative ways, it's powerful in that way. But of course, all of these things can be sometimes more difficult, and sometimes, especially in Mars' case, destructive. So anyhow, I am excited to spend December 18th, 19th, 20, and 21. It just starts the evening of the 18th, and it ends on the afternoon of the winter solstice, and with the deep dive into the Yoga Sutras and the Yoga of Luminosity. Not studying it in a heady way. Yes, a little bit of that. It's like using the sutras, but this is not a heady study at all. This is an experiential thing. It's like tonight. But say this, so we'll do, starting on Thursday evening, on the December 18th, will be similar to what we did tonight. But I'm going to have these musicians with me, and we'll be at Menla in the Catskills of upstate New York. And so if you're already in that area, for sure, try to come. And if you want to make a pilgrimage, it's not going to be, it's not always easy. Especially we're going into winter up there, you know, Catskills, but deep winter, deep space, deep zero gravity space. It's going to be fantastic, but it is a bit of a pilgrimage for sure. And I'm kind of like, we could have done this in Nevada City at the Life Force Academy studio where it's warm. I didn't have to get on an airplane, but no, the intuition said we're going to Menla. Sometimes the intuition is not convenient, is it? That's the thing, that sometimes when you know it's intuition, it's getting you to do something that's uncomfortable, but you know you must. And so here we are. And really, one of the big reasons I'm going to Menla this year is because I love Bob so much. And I feel like he's a as I mentioned, a living treasure. and I want to be around him as much as I can and learn from him as much as I can while he's around. You know, he's an incredible human being. So we're blessed to have him as our special guest, as I was mentioning. But the first session is called Finding Your Bliss Point. And we spend a lot of time, and my intent is to inspire as many of you as I can to join us, whether it's virtual or in our Life Force Academy Dharma Cloud. And for a lot of you, I know you live in more remote places, or you don't have people that you connect with that do this same type of stuff. So we don't stream our sessions on Zoom because we want to give you better video and audio quality. We want to really bring you into it. It's always a beautiful production. But we do open a Zoom for you to hang out, and we have people from our team hanging out in there. I bet Nima's going to be, we don't know, but everybody's talking about it like it's going to happen. So we'll see. Nima's going to be in there. And our team, and basically it's a cool experience, and you can do it from anywhere in the world, is what I'm saying. And if you can block off those days during this time, I want to try to encourage you to do that. But even if you want to do this experience and you want to go through all these sessions, centering your beam, you can read. I won't take up more of our time right now with reading all of these, even though I kind of want to. Session 4 is called The Great Gate of Yoga. That's a phrase from the sage Vyasa when talking about the first 2 limbs of the great 8 limbs of Patanjali's yoga. He calls the great gate of yoga. That gate a yogi must pass through to get into the deeper levels of meditation and samadhi. And that's why session 5 is called Opening into Superconsciousness. That's what samadhi is. And then session 6 is the inner luminosity and outer radiance. That's winter solstice day. That's how you take that beam, and after you can feel like, all right, going into it tonight, but we're going to we're going to go all day tomorrow and all day the next day and then finish on the next. You're going to show up at holiday parties after that, and people are going to be like, girl, what are you doing? And how can I do that too, you know? So that's how Life Course Academy keeps growing. And then it'll be like, dude, what is going on? You're looking good. You look happy. You got a little sparkle in your eyes. So that will happen, possibly. I'm going to prophesize it at your holiday party, and after you do this. So I'm just encouraging you, if you're feeling inspired to take the time and drop in during the solstice. But the nice thing about the virtual thing is if you can't do it and you still want to do it, you want to do it like the next weekend or some weekend in early January and really focus on it for your new year. If you join in the virtual, you get lifetime access to it. If you get it and then you decide for some reason, that wasn't for me, you let our team know in 60 days, they'll send you a refund. We guarantee our stuff, and we try really hard to make all of this work and go. And so we put it on sale right now. It's a super duper good deal. If you're coming in person, it's a super good deal. I'm not going to go through it. It's all on your webpage here. But if you join in now, there are super duper good deals. And all the details are there for both in-person and for the virtual. And the last thing I wanted to share is that everyone who joins for this winter solstice, we're also going to gift you last year's winter solstice, which is called the Houses of Prosperity, which is an amazing course. We did it in here. We did it with Simrit and Salif. It was an amazing course itself. And so that's our gift to you for everyone who comes in person or virtually to this winter solstice experience. We would very much love to have you there. And that is the only gift that I'm asking for my birthday. All right. Let's take the hands like this. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you so much, everyone. Happy full moon. And as you go, everybody at home and everyone here, thank you so much. Make sure to have lots of water tonight. This was a big kind of movement of energy. Take some time to enjoy it. And hope to see you either in New York or on the thing. And what I wanted to share was, as we're getting out of here, Simrit's going to be joined. Simrit's coming, which is great. And she's going to be joined by, if anybody of you have been listening to her Become album, she's going to be joined by Kenyatta, who wrote that album with her. He is one of my favorite bass players. He was on, if you know, some of the very early Midnight albums is Kenyatta. And it's going to be a cool band and a cool vibe happening at this one. Happy full moon, everybody. Enjoy. See you soon. Life Force Academy. Thank you. But what we can do in several days is we can create a substantive momentum for ourselves. We can really plug into the source of our happiness and confidence and creativity, and we can gain good perspective on our lives to take our baby steps.
Kundalini's really helped me cultivate the energy to stay focused and present, and to help move blockages.
Doing it online is kind of almost doing it in present. It's like really, you get the same exactly benefits.
And even at home, you do really feel part of the community, you know? Like I really felt like this was my new family.
My first online session, the shift in my thinking, in my attitude, the increased happiness, it's like nothing else that I've ever done online. Nothing else.
Of course, the voice of Simrit and the entire band, the sound current just moves through you.
Just the general teachings of Jaidev and his humor, his love, his kindness, his wisdom, his insight, like all of it is just such an incredible blend.
If we can create a little bit of time to not only do good exercises, center our life force, but to also arouse our wish for real happiness and the conditions of happiness, which means that I'm wishing for you to have real happiness in the conditions of happiness. Everybody wants happiness, so all it's really promoting is happiness through happiness training.